From the depths of history to the corners of your coin jar, these rare and expensive state quarter-dollar coins have become coveted collector's items. Welcome to the world of hidden treasures, where your pocket change could be worth more than you ever imagined. Make sure to watch till the end, as we reveal the top coins that could turn your collection into a goldmine. In 2001, the United States embarked on a thrilling journey through history. The U.S. Mint began releasing a series of coins that would forever change how we viewed our nation's currency, the state quarters. A monumental effort that started in 1999, the State Quarter program was designed to honor each of the 50 states, one, by showcasing a unique design for every state on the reverse of a quarter. As these coins were released, they not only celebrated the diverse history and culture of each state but also ignited a wave of enthusiasm among collectors and history buffs alike. Now, when we think about the state quarters, some of the most memorable and highly sought-after designs come to mind. And among these, one coin that continues to stand out, not just for its design but also for the value it commands, is the 2001 Vermont State Quarter. You might be wondering, what makes this quarter so special? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin has become a true gem for collectors, and just how much it's worth now. Let's start at the very beginning, the historical context of this coin. Vermont, the 14th state to join the Union, is often known for its stunning landscapes, maple syrup, and an unparalleled natural beauty that draws thousands of tourists each year. The 2001 Vermont State Quarter wasn't just another coin, it was a tribute to all that Vermont represents. The design chosen for this quarter was meant to capture the essence of the state in a single, powerful image, but before we talk about the design, let's pause for a moment to reflect on the broader picture. In 1997, the U.S. government announced the launch of the 50 State Quarters program. The idea was simple: over the course of 10 years, the U.S. Mint would release 5 state quarters each year. Each state would get a unique design, chosen through a rigorous process. Vermont was slated for release in 2001, and its coin was the 14th in the series. But like all the coins in this program, it was more than just a quarter. It was a way to celebrate the spirit of the state and connect Americans to their heritage. Now, what made the design of the Vermont State Quarter stand out was its symbolism. The Mint commissioned a design that incorporated 2 key elements of Vermont's identity: the famous Vermont cow and the state's rolling hills, a staple of its picturesque rural landscape. The coin shows an image of a cow beneath the state's iconic Green Mountains, which are known for their lush, verdant slopes. This is a nod to Vermont's proud agricultural history, particularly its dairy farming, which has been a cornerstone of the state's economy for centuries. But that's not all. Surrounding the central design is an inscription that reads, "Vermont, Freedom and Unity." This phrase has deep historical significance for the state. Vermont was the first state to join the Union after the original 13 colonies, and it did so as an independent republic. This slogan is a reminder of the state's pioneering spirit and its commitment to freedom. Vermont has always valued independence, and the coin's design is a testament to that enduring principle. With its simplicity and elegance, the Vermont State Quarter perfectly encapsulates the state's proud heritage. But what about the minting process? How did this coin go from a simple design to a circulating piece of currency? The 2001 Vermont State Quarter was minted in the Philadelphia and Denver mints, just like the other quarters in the series. In total, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these quarters. However, because of the coin's popularity and the collector's frenzy that accompanied the State Quarters program, the Vermont Quarter was part of a limited edition release that was in high demand from day one. People rushed to collect them, and many coins were stored in pristine condition, unworn and uncirculated. Some of these coins, as you might expect, are now worth significantly more than their face value, but here's where things get interesting. While many Vermont State Quarters are just worth 25 cents, some have become highly valuable due to a few specific factors. First, as is common with rare coins, the condition of the coin plays a huge role. Coins that have been kept in near-perfect condition, meaning they have no scratches, discoloration, or other forms of wear, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated. This is a critical factor in determining the value of the Vermont State Quarter. Then there's the matter of mint marks. You might not know this, but not all Vermont State Quarters are created equal. There are subtle differences depending on where the coin was minted. The Philadelphia Mint coins don't have a mint mark, while those produced in Denver are marked with a D. These slight distinctions can make a huge difference when it comes to collecting. Rare varieties, those with unique errors or certain minting anomalies, can sometimes fetch far more than the typical quarter, but let's get to the good part, the money. How much could a 2001 Vermont state quarter be worth today? If you have one of these quarters lying around in your pocket change, it's probably worth just 25 cents. But if you happen to have an uncirculated coin, one that's been carefully preserved, it could be worth considerably more. At the top of the range, a perfectly graded coin can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and the rarity of its minting. Here's the big reveal: one of the rarest and most highly sought-after Vermont state quarters, in near-perfect condition, has recently been sold for an incredible $54,000. Yes, you heard that right. A Vermont state quarter that was kept in mint condition, with no wear or damage, fetched a staggering price at auction. It's a reminder of how passionate collectors are about these state coins, and how much value can be hidden in a simple piece of currency if it's in the right condition. So, why has this coin become so valuable? The combination of historical significance, stunning design, and its association with the larger state quarters program have all contributed to its appeal. But it's the rarity and the unique qualities of the individual coin that make it a collector's dream, and here's a little tip for those of you who are serious about coin collecting: the state quarters program didn't just stop with Vermont. In fact, the entire series of state coins, from Delaware to Hawaii, holds historical and monetary value today. But the Vermont quarter stands out because of its particular appeal to collectors, its rich design, and its connection to Vermont's storied past. As the years go on, the value of certain state quarters will likely continue to increase, especially as they become rarer and more difficult to find in pristine condition. So, who knows? Your everyday quarter might just be worth more than you ever imagined. And for those who are keen on finding the rarest, most valuable coins, it's always worth keeping an eye out for the next hidden treasure in your pocket change. To wrap up, the 2001 Vermont state quarter isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of state pride, and, for some lucky collectors, a ticket to a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, there's no denying that the Vermont state quarter holds a unique place in the pantheon of American currency. And if you happen to have one in mint condition, you might just be sitting on a small fortune of your own. Top 2. In the early 2000s, the United States embarked on a monumental journey of honoring its states through the release of the State Quarters Program. This program, which began in 1999, allowed each state to be represented with its own unique quarter design. Over the span of a decade, 5 new state quarters were released every year, each coin bearing the distinctive symbols and heritage of the state it represented. It was an exciting time for both casual coin collectors and serious numismatists alike. By 2004, the state quarters program was in full swing, and the 4th year of releases had arrived. Among the states being honored that year was Florida, the Sunshine State, a place of vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and a rich history. The 2004 Florida state quarter quickly became a fan favorite and remains one of the most iconic coins in the entire series. But what makes this coin so special? How did it come to represent a state with such a colorful and varied past? And, of course, why has this quarter become so valuable today? Let's start by taking a closer look at Florida's history. Long before it became a state, Florida was the site of several significant historical events. From the early days of Spanish exploration to its eventual annexation by the United States, Florida has always been a land of discovery and change. It was first discovered by the Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon in 1513, and he famously named it La Florida, meaning land of flowers, due to the beautiful flora he encountered during his explorations. Florida was later admitted as the 27th state of the Union on March 3, 1845. Its unique position as a border state, its prominence in agriculture, and its importance as a tourism hub made it a prime candidate for inclusion in the state quarters program. When the U.S. Mint decided to design the Florida state quarter, it was tasked with capturing the essence of this diverse state. Florida is known for many things: its sunny climate, its beaches, its history of space exploration, and its wildlife. So, how do you encapsulate all of this in a single coin? The answer lay in the design chosen for the Florida state quarter. The design, unveiled in 2004, features an image of a sleek, graceful outline of the state of Florida itself, which is complemented by a large, majestic image of an orange blossom, the state flower of Florida. The orange blossom is a symbol of the state's agricultural heritage, particularly its citrus industry, which has been an economic powerhouse for generations. Florida is one of the largest producers of oranges in the world, and this flower is not only a tribute to that, but also to the natural beauty that characterizes the state. On the reverse side of the quarter, the outline of Florida is shown with a vibrant orange blossom in full bloom. Above the coin's central design, the words "Florida" and "Sunshine State" are inscribed, with the latter serving as a nod to the state's well-known nickname. Florida's sunny weather is a defining feature of the state, attracting millions of tourists every year. The sunny climate plays a major role in the state's economy, making Florida an ideal destination for those seeking fun, relaxation, and adventure. In terms of artistic composition, the Florida State Quarter combines simplicity with depth. The soft curves of the state's outline complement the intricate details of the orange blossom. The design is a perfect balance between realism and stylization, making the coin both visually appealing and historically rich. The Florida State Quarter captures the heart and soul of the Sunshine State in just a few key elements: the state's geographic outline, the orange blossom, and the iconic reference to its sun-filled days. Now, let's discuss the minting details. As with all state quarters, the 2004 Florida coin was produced at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. A total of billions of these quarters were struck and released into circulation, but some of them were produced in much smaller quantities for collectors. These special editions, known as proof coins, were made with an extra level of care to ensure their pristine condition. Proof coins are typically minted with polished dies that give them a highly reflective surface and a sharp, clear design. These coins are often sold in special packaging, making them highly sought after by collectors. As with many coins from the State Quarters program, the Florida State Quarter caught the attention of coin collectors almost immediately. In the years since its release, the coin's appeal has only grown. But here's the most interesting part: as we know, not all coins are created equal, and the value of a coin can vary drastically depending on a number of factors. One of the primary factors that influence the value of any coin is its condition. For a coin to be truly valuable, it must be in what collectors call mint state, meaning it is free from any blemishes, scratches, or wear. The 2004 Florida State Quarter, like many of the coins in the State Quarters program, was released in large numbers and circulated widely. Most of these quarters are now worth just 25 cents, their face value. However, there's something important to note here: because the demand for these coins was so high, and because they were collected and stored by so many people, there are plenty of uncirculated versions of the Florida State Quarter out there, each one more valuable than the last. The Florida State Quarter is particularly interesting because, among collectors, there's a certain type of coin that commands the most attention and the highest value. This is where things get exciting. Certain coins from the Florida State Quarter release have been sold for astronomical prices at auctions and through private sales. Some of the rarest and most highly coveted coins in this series are those that have been preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition. These coins, often graded by professional numismatists, are given a score based on their level of wear and overall quality. One of the most important grading scales is known as the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. Coins that are graded 65 or higher are considered to be in excellent condition, while coins that score 70 are considered to be in perfect, flawless condition. And that's where the value comes in. But let's get to the most thrilling part: the current value of the 2004 Florida State Quarter. The value of these coins can fluctuate based on demand, condition, and rarity, but in recent years, some of the best condition 2004 Florida State Quarters have sold for shocking amounts. For example, one such quarter, graded at a perfect 70, meaning it was in flawless, uncirculated condition, has been known to fetch prices as high as $51,000. So, what makes these coins so valuable? It's a combination of historical significance, rarity, and condition. The Florida State Quarter captures the spirit of one of the most vibrant states in the U.S., with its sun-filled days, agricultural legacy, and natural beauty. But it's the coins that were kept in perfect condition, untouched by the wear and tear of daily circulation, that have risen to incredible heights in terms of value. If you happen to own one of these pristine coins, or if you come across a 2004 Florida State Quarter in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. With so many coins in circulation, it's rare to find one in mint condition, making those that are, especially the ones that are graded 70, worth a small fortune. Top 3 now. In 2008, the United States was in the final years of its ambitious state quarters program, which began in 1999. This program, intended to celebrate the unique qualities and histories of each of the 50 states, was a monumental success, bringing both casual collectors and serious numismatists together in the pursuit of these iconic pieces of American currency. The state quarters program would go on to change how we think about coins, no longer just a medium of exchange but also a canvas for telling the rich story of our country's diverse states and cultures. By 2008, the final few states were being honored, and one of the coins released that year was the New Mexico State Quarter. This coin is fascinating not just because it symbolizes the land of enchantment, but also because it captures the unique heritage, art, and spirit of New Mexico. So, what makes this quarter so significant? And why has it become one of the most valuable coins in the State Quarters series today? Stick with me, and I'll show you the journey of the 2008 New Mexico State Quarter, from its design and minting to its current market value that will leave you astounded. To understand why the 2008 New Mexico Quarter is so special, we first need to understand the state's history and significance. New Mexico, the 47th state to join the Union in 1912, has a cultural heritage unlike any other. It's a state where Native American traditions, Hispanic culture, and Western influences blend together to create a vibrant and unique identity. The state's geography is just as diverse, from its vast desert landscapes to its towering mountain ranges and lush forests. It's a place rich in history, from ancient Pueblo civilizations to the atomic age, and it continues to play an essential role in America's story today. When the U.S. Mint set out to design the New Mexico State Quarter, it had the monumental task of distilling all of these elements into a single image. The resulting design was not only stunning but deeply representative of the state's identity. The chosen design features a Zia sun symbol, a well-known emblem from the state flag, which has its roots in Native American culture. The Zia symbol is made up of a sun with 4 rays extending from a central circle, and each of these rays represents an important principle: the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, the 4 seasons, the 4 stages of life, and the 4 sacred obligations of life. The Zia symbol is central to New Mexico's cultural and spiritual identity, and its inclusion on the coin serves as a powerful visual statement about the state's values, but that's not all. Surrounding the Zia sun is the image of a desert landscape, complete with a mesa, which is a flat-topped mountain, and a glowing sunset, a vivid representation of the New Mexico desert at twilight. Above the central design, the words, New Mexico, are inscribed, and just beneath the Zia sun are the words, Land of Enchantment, a phrase that highlights the state's magical qualities. New Mexico is known for its breathtaking beauty, and this simple yet effective phrase captures that allure perfectly. The coin's design speaks volumes about the state's cultural identity, geography, and mystique. It showcases the natural beauty of New Mexico while honoring the state's Native American heritage, and it perfectly encapsulates the spirit of this southwestern gem. Now that we know what makes the design so significant, let's take a look at how the 2008 New Mexico Quarter was produced and released. As with all the state quarters in the series, the 2008 New Mexico coin was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The coins produced at these mints are often struck in large quantities, with billions of state quarters circulating across the country. However, while the vast majority of these coins are intended for everyday use, a select few are created in special editions for collectors. These collector's editions, known as proof coins, are minted with an extra level of precision and care to ensure they're in pristine condition. In the case of the New Mexico State Quarter, the coins were released in 2008, as part of the final group of 5 state quarters. As expected, there was a great deal of anticipation for the release of the coin, and collectors eagerly snapped them up. As the coins began to circulate, many people, both collectors and casual holders, began to store them, either out of interest or with the hope that they might one day be worth something more than face value. As with many other state quarters, the demand for uncirculated coins, particularly those in mint condition, began to grow. Now, let's talk about why the 2008 New Mexico State Quarter, in particular, has become so valuable. When most people think about coins, they probably don't realize that the value of a coin can go far beyond its face value. In fact, the most valuable coins are often those that have been carefully preserved in mint condition. The condition of a coin is determined by its lack of wear and tear, and the more pristine the coin, the higher its value. This is where things get exciting. Among collectors, one of the most coveted versions of the New Mexico State Quarter is the one that has been graded as being in proof or mint state condition. Proof coins, which are typically produced in smaller quantities, are specially struck using polished dies, resulting in coins with a mirror-like finish and sharp, clean details. These coins, especially those from the New Mexico release, are worth considerably more than the standard coins in circulation, but there's even more to the story. Beyond just the pristine condition of the coin, there are other factors that can influence its value. For instance, some of the coins have rare minting errors, such as double dies or misstrikes, that make them stand out among the millions of other quarters produced. These coins are even more valuable to collectors who are looking for rare and unique specimens to complete their collections, and now, here's the big reveal: despite the fact that the 2008 New Mexico State Quarter was produced in large numbers and circulated widely, some of the coins, particularly those in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, have been sold for incredible amounts at auctions. A flawless 2008 New Mexico Quarter, graded at a perfect 70, has been known to fetch prices of $43,000. How can this be? Well, it's a combination of factors: the rarity of the perfect specimens, the collector demand for a coin that embodies New Mexico's culture and beauty, and the ongoing popularity of the state quarters program as a whole. Coins like these are not just pieces of currency, they're small, tangible pieces of history, capturing a moment in time and a unique cultural identity. So, what makes the New Mexico Quarter worth such an astonishing amount? It's the coin's cultural significance, its stunning design, and, above all, its pristine condition in the rarest examples. If you happen to have one of these coins in perfect condition, it could be worth far more than you think. In fact, if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare, flawless quarters, you could be holding a piece of American history that's worth a small fortune. That the New Mexico State Quarter is much more than just a coin. It's a symbol of a state that is rich in history, beauty, and culture. It represents the land of enchantment in all its glory, from the Zia symbol to the glowing desert landscape, and it's now one of the most sought-after coins in the entire State Quarter series. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who stumbled upon one of these rare quarters in your pocket change, it's clear that the 2008 New Mexico State Quarter has proven its place in numismatic history. So, next time you come across a New Mexico State Quarter, take a closer look. You never know, that 25-cent coin might just be worth a lot more than you think. Up next, Top 4, the 2019 San Antonio Missions Quarter. A coin that captures the essence of Texas history, beauty, and cultural diversity. This quarter is not just another coin in the America the Beautiful series, it's a commemoration of one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States, the San Antonio Missions National Historical Park. If you've ever wondered about the value behind this seemingly simple coin, you're in for a surprise. Stick around until the end, because we'll reveal exactly how much the 2019 San Antonio Missions Quarter could be worth today. Before we dive into the coin's value, let's explore the rich history that this quarter honors. The San Antonio Missions are an essential part of American history, representing the Spanish colonial influence on the southwestern United States. These missions, which include Mission San Jose, Mission San Juan Capistrano, Mission Espada, Mission Concepcion, and the famous Alamo, were established by the Spanish in the 18th century. Together, they serve not just as religious outposts but also as centers of community, agriculture, and education. The San Antonio Missions, and particularly Mission San Jose, are considered one of the best preserved examples of Spanish colonial architecture in North America. These sites were critical in the cultural exchange between Spanish settlers and native populations, with the missions providing a foundation for the development of the region. The missions represent a time of profound transformation, as well as the resilience of native peoples, and their history is still very much alive today in the culture of San Antonio. Now, let's talk about the 2019 coin that honors this remarkable part of history. As part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010, the U.S. Mint has issued coins every year that celebrate the country's national parks, monuments, and historic landmarks. The 2019 San Antonio Missions Quarter was one of 5 coins released in that year, and it immediately captured the attention of coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The coin's reverse design features a stunning image of Mission San Jose, specifically its beautifully intricate facade. The church's ornate arches and carvings, with their distinct Spanish colonial style, are shown in great detail. Above the mission, you see a flock of birds soaring through the sky, symbolizing freedom and the passage of time. This powerful design serves as a visual tribute to the enduring legacy of the San Antonio missions. Below the image, the words San Antonio Missions and Texas are inscribed, further emphasizing the connection to the Lone Star State. The front of the coin, as with all quarters in this program, features the familiar portrait of George Washington. Surrounding Washington's likeness are the words United States of America, along with the coin's denomination, 25 cents, and the phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The design is simple, yet it beautifully ties the coin to the larger series of coins that represent the unity and diversity of America. Now, let's move on to the minting details. Like all coins in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. Millions of these quarters were produced, and while most of them circulated across the country as everyday currency, a select few were set aside by collectors. These quarters, particularly those in near-perfect condition, would go on to fetch much higher prices than their original face value. But what exactly makes this coin so valuable? While many of these quarters are still worth just 25 cents, there's more to the story. In the world of numismatics, the value of a coin isn't determined just by its face value. A coin's worth is highly dependent on its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. And when it comes to the 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter, there are several factors that have contributed to its increasing value over time. First, let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, a coin's grade is incredibly important. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins that are in perfect, mint condition are worth much more than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear. A perfect coin is one that looks just as fresh as the day it was struck, with no visible scratches, dings, or discoloration. Coins in this condition are graded as mint state or proof, and they're the ones that collectors seek out. For example, a coin that has been graded as MS 70, which is the highest grade a coin can receive, is much more valuable than a coin that has been circulated in your pocket. In fact, these coins are prized for their flawless appearance, and a mint state San Antonio Missions quarter can fetch a premium price. Now, let's talk about rarity. While millions of 2019 San Antonio Missions quarters were minted, only a small number of them will meet the high standards that collectors demand. Coins with rare minting errors or anomalies, such as double dies, misstrikes, or off-center coins, are highly sought after. These unique pieces can be worth significantly more than their standard counterparts, often selling for much higher prices at auctions or through private sales. So, how much can the 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter be worth? While most of these quarters remain worth just 25 cents in their circulated form, certain coins have been known to sell for astonishing amounts. For example, a perfectly graded MS 70 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter has been known to sell for as much as $17,000. The price is driven by the coin's pristine condition, its connection to a historic landmark, and the ongoing demand for coins from the America the Beautiful series. The impressive value of the 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter highlights the importance of preserving coins in excellent condition. It also speaks to the continued popularity of coin collecting and the growing interest in rare and historical pieces. If you're fortunate enough to own a perfect specimen of this coin or a rare version with a minting error, you might have a small fortune in your hands. In conclusion, the 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter is not just a beautiful piece of currency, it's a tribute to an essential part of American history. The coin celebrates the cultural, architectural, and historical significance of the San Antonio Missions, which have left a lasting legacy on the American Southwest. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just stumbled upon this coin in your change, it's clear that this quarter is worth far more than 25 cents. Up next, the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter. This coin stands out not only for its beauty but also for the rich history and natural significance it represents. As part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the Salt River Bay Quarter celebrates the ecological and cultural importance of Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve in the U.S. Virgin Islands. This quarter is a true testament to the preservation of nature, as well as a reminder of a pivotal moment in history that took place over 500 years ago. Salt River Bay holds great historical value, particularly as the site of one of the first encounters between the indigenous Taino people and the European explorers led by Christopher Columbus. When Columbus landed here during his second voyage in 1493, This encounter marked the beginning of European colonization in the Caribbean, setting the stage for centuries of cultural exchange, exploration, and sometimes conflict. But Salt River Bay is not only about historical milestones, it is also a beautiful natural preserve, home to a variety of ecosystems including mangrove forests, coral reefs, and wildlife that are essential to the ecological balance of the region. This unique blend of history and nature makes Salt River Bay a fitting subject for inclusion in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors U.S. national parks, monuments, and significant cultural sites. The 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter brings attention to the bay's rich legacy and its crucial role in maintaining the region's biodiversity. If you're not familiar with this coin, it's more than just a beautiful piece of currency, it's a tribute to the preservation of the natural world and a reminder of the need to protect our nation's most vital landmarks. The design of the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter captures the stunning beauty of the mangrove forests that line the bay's shores. On the reverse side of the coin, you can see these unique mangrove trees with their roots spreading into the water, creating a distinct and graceful landscape. The design emphasizes the importance of these mangroves in protecting the shoreline and providing a habitat for countless species. Above the image, you'll find the words Salt River Bay and the Virgin Islands, making it clear which historical site is being commemorated. The quarter's reverse design beautifully encapsulates the serene and tranquil nature of Salt River Bay, highlighting not just the beauty of the mangroves but also their ecological function. The gentle waves of the bay can be seen in the background, and a flock of birds soars in the sky above, symbolizing freedom and the vitality of the natural world. The detailed artwork was created by artist Donna Weaver, known for her ability to bring nature's beauty to life on coins, and it's a design that resonates with anyone who appreciates the connection between nature and history. On the front of the coin, as with all quarters in the America the Beautiful series, is the portrait of George Washington. The familiar inscriptions surrounding Washington's image, United States of America, Liberty, and E Pluribus Unum, are standard, but the reverse side is where the magic happens. The Salt River Bay Quarter is a stunning reminder of the harmony between the nation's natural beauty and its historical landmarks. When it comes to minting, the Salt River Bay Quarter was produced by the U.S. Mint at its facilities in Philadelphia and Denver. Millions of these quarters were struck, and as with other coins in the series, most of them were released into circulation for general use. However, coin collectors were especially eager to get their hands on the Salt River Bay Quarter, as it was part of a limited edition series honoring national parks and historical sites. As with any limited edition release, collectors sought out the best possible examples of the coin, those that were in pristine, uncirculated condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is key. A coin's grade can have a massive impact on its value. The highest grade a coin can receive is MS 70, which means the coin is flawless, with no visible scratches, dings, or signs of wear. Coins graded MS 70 are considered to be in perfect, mint condition and are highly coveted by collectors. A Salt River Bay Quarter that has been graded MS 70 will, of course, be worth more than one that has been circulated or shows signs of wear, but condition isn't the only factor that determines a coin's value. Rarity also plays a huge role. While millions of these quarters were minted, only a small number of them will be in the perfect condition collectors seek. In addition, coins with minting errors or rare features can be incredibly valuable. For example, a coin with a misstrike, off-center image, or a doubled die could potentially be worth much more than a regular, error-free coin. These mistakes, while rare, are highly sought after by collectors who value the uniqueness they bring to a collection. So, what's the value of the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter? Well, most of the Salt River Bay Quarters in circulation are worth just 25 cents, but as is often the case in coin collecting, the value can skyrocket when a coin is in pristine condition or possesses unique characteristics. For example, a Salt River Bay Quarter in perfect MS 70 condition can be worth up to $15,000. It's important to note that this price is for a coin in flawless condition, and if you happen to have a Salt River Bay Quarter with any sort of rare error or unusual minting characteristic, its value could increase even more. Coins with mistakes or defects are especially coveted because they are considered one-of-a-kind pieces that tell a story of their own. So, how can you get your hands on a Salt River Bay Quarter worth such an impressive amount? Well, the most important thing is to check the condition of the coins in your collection. If you find one that's in excellent shape with no signs of wear, you might want to have it professionally graded. Coins in perfect, uncirculated condition will always be worth more than their face value, and when it comes to quarters from the America the Beautiful series, their historical and ecological significance adds to their appeal among collectors. In conclusion, the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of our nation's commitment to preserving both natural landscapes and historical landmarks. With its stunning design and representation of one of the U.S. Virgin Islands' most important ecological sites, the Salt River Bay Quarter serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between history and nature. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who appreciates the beauty of American landmarks, this quarter is a valuable addition to any collection. So, the next time you come across a 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter in your change or in your collection, take a moment to appreciate not only the artistry and the history behind it, but also the incredible value it might hold. If you enjoyed learning about the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter and want to stay up to date on all things coin collecting, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting new video. And if you have any rare coins or cool discoveries, share them with us in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.